Hi, all. This is Sarah. I am here sharing a message with you that really took a little bit for me to get here. I had dealt with a period where I think God was trying to break me and to get me to move emotionally, internally. And so I had some fits of anger and some doubt and some tears I've shed. But now I'm here and I'm back doing what I know God has called me to do. So I just want to share a little bit about that in case anyone else needs to feel encouraged to push through those moments where you know what your fears are telling you, you know what your doubts are telling you. Push through, pray to God, let it out, show Him and tell Him how you feel, but don't believe your emotions. And um, yeah, but now we're here, and I want to share this message that He shared with me about fear. So let's get into it. I am here, an unyielding refuge, a fortress of peace amid the tempest. Though fear may attempt to consume you, I hold you in the palm of my hand, tender yet mighty, gentle yet resolute. The fabric of my spirit may feel frayed as you are pierced by anxious thoughts, but I am weaving a tapestry of trust and love to mend and strengthen you. Remember the lilies of the field, how they neither toil nor tear, yet are adorned with beauty beyond compare. Not through their efforts, but through my provision. In the same way, your worth is not measured by your ability to muster courage alone, but by your willingness to surrender your fears to me, trusting that I am working all things together for your good. Anxiety is a silent thief, stealing your pleasant joy and planting seeds of worry about uncertain tomorrows. Yet, I invite you to lean into my promises, promises that do not waver with shifting circumstances or fleeting emotions. Your soul, my dear, is like a garden that requires the gentle rain of my peace to flourish. And though the clouds of doubt may obscure your vision, the sun is shining behind them, waiting to break through and illuminate your path. The wrestle with doubt is a sacred pilgrimage, a journey where your faith is refined and deepened. Do not despise this process, but embrace it, knowing that I am patiently guiding you through every question, every moment of uncertainty in the quiet spaces of your heart. Listen closely for my still small voice that whispers, I am here, though the world clamors with noise and confusion. My presence will be your anchor, tethering you when the storms of fear threaten to sever your connection to hope. The darkness may seem impenetrable, but even the smallest candle can banish the deepest shadows. Trust me to be that light in your heart, illuminating truth, kindling confidence, and dispelling the lies that seek to ensnare your spirit. Consider the story of the shepherd who leaves his 99 sheep in the wilderness to seek the one that is lost, pressing through thorns and darkness to bring it safely home. That shepherd is me, relentlessly pursuing you, not just when you rise with faith, but also when you stumble and doubt. I do not withdraw my love because your belief wavers. Rather, I draw you closer, inviting you to rest in my steadfast embrace. When fear threatens to paralyze your soul, remember that I have overcome the world. That victory is a gift to you by grace and mercy, offering freedom from the chains of anxiety. Will you allow me to lift the burden from your shoulders and carry it with you? Will you let the peace that surpasses all understanding guard your heart and mind in the silence of the night when thoughts race and worries multiply? Hear my heartbeat echoing within you. It is a sacred rhythm of assurance, a pulse of unwavering love and faithfulness, even when you feel invisible or unworthy. Know that I am decorating your story with purpose and meaning beyond what you can imagine. Every trial is a brush of stroke and a masterpiece only I can see fully. Every moment of doubt, a stepping stone toward a faith that glows brightly, brighter than gold, refined by fire. Do not despair when your strength fails, for in weakness my power is made perfect. I am your refuge, your strength, your very present help in times of trouble. Let this truth settle deep in your soul and wash over your anxieties like a river of peace. You may fear the future because it feels uncertain or beyond your control, yet I am the author of your days, writing each and every line with infinite wisdom and tender care. Your fears cannot outpace my ability to protect and guide you. Where you see darkness, I see the canvas of a new dawn. When confusion clouds your mind, remember that I am the light that scatters the shadows. Entrust your fears to me. Exchange your anxious thoughts for prayers whispered in trust. I am listening, always listening, and my response is wrapped in love that will never fail you. Embrace surrender, not as defeat, but as a gateway to the peace that flows from knowing you are held in hands stronger than any fear. My dear child, your heart may be weary, your spirit burdened, but you are not forgotten, not forsaken. Every breath you take is a testimony to my sustaining grace. When fear threatens to silence your praise, I am here, prompting your lips to proclaim victory, stirring your heart to hope anew. Keep your eyes fixed on me, your source and sustainer. Though the storm rages, I'm the calm at the center. Your faith may flicker. Your faith may flicker like a trembling flame, but it will not be extinguished as long as you cling to me. Surrender your doubts, release your anxieties, and walk forward with the confidence that comes from knowing I am with you, always. Take a moment now to breathe deeply and lay your fears before me. Feel my love surrounding you like a protective shield. Let your trembling heart be soothed by my presence. Will you rest in my peace today, allowing me to replace your anxiety with unshakable trust? Will you let go of the burden that weighs you down and receive the gentle, steady strength I offer you in my care? You are loved beyond measure. Let this truth settle in you, my beloved, in the quiet chambers of your heart. I see the stirring of a profound longing, an aching to know me, not as a distant observer, but as an intimate companion whose presence saturates every moment of your existence. This yearning for closeness is not incidental or fleeting. It is the very rhythm of your soul, pulsing in harmony with mine. You were never meant to walk this journey isolated like a solitary wanderer in a vast desert. For the beginning, I designed you for a sacred relationship, a fellowship, infused with love, trust, and tender communion that transforms mere existence into abundant life. Imagine, if you will, a garden where every plant leans towards the sun. It's a source of strength, warmth, and sustenance. In the same way, your spirit leans towards me, seeking light in the shadows, comfort in moments of vulnerability, and assurance in seasons of uncertainty. Do not be discouraged, as sometimes the clouds of distraction or doubt or weariness obscure this light. Even when you cannot clearly perceive my presence, I am there, steadfast, unwavering, waiting for you to turn your gaze back toward me. Too often, beloved, you have felt unworthy of my closeness, as if your failures, brokenness, and imperfections created an impassable chasm between us. I want you to know this truth deeply. Your flaws do not drive me away. They draw me near. It is precisely because I see your vulnerabilities and scars that my compassion burns fiercely for you, like a potter patiently shaping the vessel. I cherish every fracture, every indentation, because they tell the story of a resilience and redemption. You are not a distant project, but a treasured child, intricately made and exceedingly loved in the bustling noise of your daily life. It may seem that moments of connection with me are sacred and exclusive treasures, but I invite you to cultivate intentional spaces, quiet sanctuaries within your day where you can meet with your distraction or meet me with your distraction. It may be in the early blush of dawn while the world is still hushed, or in the stillness before rest draws you into sleep. I am present even in your busiest hours, whispering through a smile, a kind word, or the unexpected beauty of creation. I'm with you even when prayers are silent and voices are weary. As you step into this sacred intimacy, recognize that it is not about ritual or performance, but relationship. My desire is not for you to achieve perfection in prayer or devotion, but to trust me with your whole heart, including your fears, doubts, and confusion. Lay down the mask of pretense and self reliance. Approach me with the honesty of a child who knows they are loved, not for what they can do, but for who they are. This is the heart of a true communion, being known and loved radically without condition. Reflect on moments when you have felt utterly seen, times when your spirit was acknowledged in your raw state. These glimpses are the threads weaving you into a tapestry of divine relationship. I'm weaving such tapestry with you now tenderly, deliberately binding you in the secure embrace of my eternal love. Let the threads of your trusting surrender and heartfelt vulnerability intertwine with the silence you have gained through trial and perseverance. Beloved, intimacy with me is also a two-way conversation. I speak in your soul through impressions, longing, and whispers that stir your conscience and inspire courage. Sometimes my voice is a gentle breeze, other times a thunderous declaration of true worth. Do not dismount these promptings as coincidence or imagination. There are defined fingerprints on your heart, evidence of an unbreakable bond. Will you listen for me in the silence and miss the clamor? This closeness invites transformation, letting go of the old self that clings desperately to control and approval, and embracing the new humanity crafted in the fires of my love and truth. It is a journey marked by humility, courage, and hope. I promise that as you deepen in this intimacy, you will also discover a profound belonging, no longer isolated or misunderstood, but cherished, understood, and fully accepted. You will find refuge in the knowledge that you are not only mine, but also part of a greater family united by love, unshakable, and grace immeasurable. Consider this. Just as two rivers merge and become a mightier current, so too does your soul, united with mine, flow with increased purpose and strength. Your joys become sweeter, your sorrows more bearable, your path clearer. The companionship you seek is not a distant dream, but a pleasant reality. It is in reach. It is within reach of those who seek with a sincere heart. Let this truth settle in you. You are never alone, for I am God who draws near to those who draw near to me. My presence is your sanctuary, my voice the melody that claims your restlessness spirit. Will you open the door of your heart and receive this divine intimacy? Will you let me be the constant companion who walks beside you through every valley and over every summit? I invite you now to pause in whatever circumstance you find yourself and extend your heart toward me, not with great words of elegance, but simply with a desire to be loved and known. Let silence be the language through which you connect with me deeply and without fear. I am here waiting with open arms, ready to envelop you in the warmth of a divine friendship that transcends time, space, and circumstance. If your heart is stirring, do not turn away from this invitation. The sacred bond awaits your embrace. Together, we can journey into a love that heals, renews, and sustains beyond any human understanding. You are never forgotten, never forsaken, ever cherished. Draw near, my beloved, and find rest in the intimacy that was always promised to you. This is the unveiling of your true home, the sacred place where your soul breathes freely and your spirit dances in joyful abandon. Let us walk this path together, hand in hand, heart entwined with heart, until the fullness of love envelops you completely and eternally, my beloved. I see the quiet battles waging beneath your surface. The nights when your heart feels heavy as if you are lost in a dense fog with no path to follow. These moments, though cloaked in silence and shadow, are not the end of your story. They are a threshold of which I will lead you into the fullness of my light and hope. When you feel unseen, abandoned by those around you, and uncertain even of my presence, remember this. You are deeply loved. You are deeply known, infinitely valued, and never forsaken. This is a particular kind of ache that wells up from the depths of feeling lost. It is a sorrow that whispers lies into your spirits, telling you that your name has been erased from the book of beloved children, that your hopes and dreams are futile, that you are unseen and no longer cherished. Yet, my dear, these whispers are the enemy's deception. For the beginning of time, I have been whispering your true name, calling you to remember who you are, like a shepherd who does not abandon a single lamb. I pursue you relentlessly with tenderness and fierce love, even when you stumble through dark valleys, uncertain if your journey will ever find dawn. When the world's noise quiets and you feel the chill of loneliness pressing in, do not mistake that resilience or that silence with absence. It is in those quiet, barren places that I am working most deeply within you, like a potter shaping clay on the wheel. My hands mold your heart, even when you cannot see the form taking shape. I am weaving beauty from your pain, hope from your despair, and strength from your weakness. The wilderness is not a place of abandonment, but a sacred ground for transformation, where your roots grow deep into the richness of my love and faithfulness. You might wonder why the waiting is so lengthy, why the path ahead is obscured. My dear child, do not lose heart in these seasons. I'm allowing the trees of your spirit to grow strong enough to hold the fruit that will nourish not only your soul, but also the souls of those around you. Your time of feeling lost is fertile soil for breakthroughs to sprout. Hold on to me with all the frail strength, for I am holding on to you with eternal steadfastness. I understand the frustration, the pain of unanswered questions or prayers, and the silent tears you shed. These are not signs that I have forgotten you. On the contrary, my presence is more tangible in your suffering than in your celebrations, like a garden tending to a fragile seedling. I produce the nourishment you need even in the absence of visible progress. The quietness around you is my promise that a greater awakening is near. Trust the process, beloved. Let me be the lamp that guides your steps through darkness. This is a sacred invitation not to despair, but to deepen your faith and find refuge in me. When all seems lost, sometimes feeling unseen by others pierces you more deeply than any other pain. Know that you are never hidden from me. I see every tear, every longing, every silence that your heart speaks. You are not a shadow in the corner of my creation, but a masterpiece etched with divine purpose. You belong to me, and your worth is not measured by human recognition, but by my uncharging love. Lean into this truth. Speak it aloud until it fills the chambers of your soul and breaks the chain of isolation. Beloved, even when you feel expelled from the warmth of belonging, imagine me as the tender gardener who calls you back into the garden. My invitation is constant. Come home to the place where your spirit finds rest, where your questions need to be answered all at once, where you may lay down your fears and receive the peace I offer. The sense of abandonment you carry is not your internal state, but it is a passing shadow in the light of an unending promise. Let this truth settle in you like a balm of your weary soul. You are not alone in this journey. The cloud of witnesses surrounds you. And more importantly, I am here, your Emmanuel God, with you in the darkest hours and in the loneliest night. I am holding you close. Do not turn away from me now, even if your voice falters and your heart doubts. Let your soul lean into my presence. I will never let you go. If your heart is stirring, respond to my call with the courage to move forward one small step at a time, trusting that I am with you in every moment until the veil of your confusion lifts and clarity floods in. In your lostness, I am shaping a deeper belonging, a stronger identity rooted not in your circumstance, but in the eternal covenant of love. This is not merely a time to endure, but a time to awaken, to realize that you scattered pieces are being gathered and made whole. Your feelings of abandonment will be transformed into a testimony of redemption. Your story will be a light to those who wander in darkness, showing them the way to my heart. Will you believe me this time? Will you lean into promise that you are found, cherished, and deeply embraced? Allow me to be your refuge when the storms rage and your compass falters. I'm guiding you to a place of rest and joy beyond the shadows of feeling lost. You are mine. I will carry you through every wilderness until we arrive at the dawn of a new day together. Now let your heart echo with a simple prayer. Lord, be my light when all is dark, my voice when I am silent, my strength when I am weak. Trust this prayer, beloved, because it is heard and treasured in the halls of heaven. Your journey from feeling lost to feeling fully seen is unfolding even now. Keep walking toward me. Your place in my heart is unwavering and eternal, beloved. And as we arrive at this sacred moment together, I want you to know that every word I have spoken to you has been woven with the threads of my endless love, intricately designed to restore and uphold your spirit. You are not a mere glance in a fleeting day. You are my cherished masterpiece, created and loved beyond measure in the vast tapestry of existence. Your life is a vibrant thread that I have placed with intent and purpose, a thread that cannot be unraveled or lost. I understand the shadows that have danced around your heart, the feelings of abandonment, the moments when doubt clouded your trust, the nights where fear whispered lies of worthlessness. Even then, I've held you closer than you have ever imagined in the silence behind every tear. I have been present. I have been steady. I have been a steady hand on your shoulder, the quiet breath within your restless soul, and you were never alone, my child. Even when the world seems distant and cold, your identity is anchored not in the shifting tides of human approval or the fleeting applause of accomplishment. Your true self is rooted deeply in my eternal nature, made in my image, beloved beyond all earthly measures. I see you as a radiant light I intended you to be, and a reflection of my glory in a world longing for hope. Let this truth settle in you, for your worth is not defined by your faults or failures, but by the unending grace I pour over you. Let this truth settle in you, for your worth is not defined by your faults or failures, but by the unending grace I pour over you, being in the journey you have walked. There have been moments of brokenness, but my power is perfected in weakness. Every scar on your soul was a testament to my healing work. Every fracture a place where my light enters and shines brightly. I do not call you to hide your wounds. I call you to bring them to me. In my presence, they are transformed by burdens into badges of triumph. I delight in healing you, my dear, crafting your pain, new strength, and resilience. Every fracture, a place where my light enters and shines brightly. I do not call you to hide your wounds. I call you to bring them to me. In my presence, they are transformed from burdens into badges of triumph. I delight in healing you, my dear, crafting from your pain a new strength and resilience. Now I invite you into a deeper surrender, not a yielding out of despair, but a courageous trust rooted in my sovereignty. Surrender your fears, your anxieties, your unmet expectations into my hands. Let the weight of your bound burdens fall at my feet and feel the freedom that comes from entrusting all things to me. This surrender is not weakness, but the building of your freedom. Will you believe me this time when I say I'm your refuge and your strength, a very present help in the very time of trouble? Understand that your purpose on this earth is intricately connected to the divine plan. I have for you a plan that is unique, potent, and filled with meaning, even when the road seems unclear and your steps falter in uncertainty. But know that I am guiding you with tender care. Your destiny is secure in my hands. There is no one better equipped to lead you than I, who knit you in your mother's womb and breathed life into your very soul. Embrace the mission I have set before you, for you are born to bear my light into places shadowed by darkness. Belonging is a gift I extend it to you daily. You are my beloved, not only now, but forever. In my kingdom, there is no rejection, no exile, only the warm embrace of acceptance and love. Let this be your fortress against every lie that tries to convince you otherwise. If your heart is stirring, do not turn away, but turn into my arms, where you are eternally home as you continue this sacred walk with me. Remember that intimacy with your Creator is not reserved for the spiritual elite. It is a precious invitation extended to you by my own hand. Come close to me in the quiet moments, and you will find a wellspring of peace and joy bubbling up within your soul. Spirit yearns to commune with you, not just in grand spectacles, but in the simple stillness of your heart beating alongside mine. Cultivate this closeness, dear one, and watch as your soul is nourished and renewed each day. I call you now to rise up with confidence and courage, clothed in the identity I love and have given you. Step forward into the boldness of who I have created you to be. Do not shrink back in fear or doubt, but let your light shine boldly and without apology. You are my ambassador, my voice in a broken world, and the vessel through which I am pouring out grace. Let your life be a testament to the power of my redeeming love, a beacon of hope for those who wander lost. Reflect deeply on what I have spoken today, and let these truths take root in your mind and heart. Know that no force in heaven or on earth can separate you from my love. You are mine and I am yours, eternally united in a bond that nothing can break. Allow yourself to rest in the truth. You are ambassador, my voice in a broken world and the vessel through which I am pouring out grace. Let your life be a testament to the power of my redeeming love, a beacon of hope for those who wander lost. Reflect deeply on how I have spoken today. Let these truths take root in your mind and heart. Know that no force in heaven or on earth can separate you from my love. You are mine and I am yours, eternally united in a bond that nothing can break. Allow yourself to rest in this truth, to be reunited and empowered by it. The journey is not always easy, but your journey is never alone. I'm with you now and forever. Before we part, carry this with you. You are a beloved child, wonderfully made, chosen and deeply loved. Your life holds infinite value and unparalleled meaning because I've declared it. So when challenges rise like waves, stand firm on the rock of my promises. Whenever despair whispers lies, speak back with my truth. When the night grows dark, remember that my light will never fade. I'm the God who sees you, who knows you intimately, and who delights in calling you his own. Now, as you go forth from this moment, I invite you to hold this message close. Save it in your heart. Share it with others who need the balm of my love. Let my words be a refuge, a wellspring of hope, and a call to trust and obedience. Together, let us walk this path of grace and purpose. Remember, beloved, you are never alone, and you are forever treasured. Amen? Amen. So if this message has touched your soul, you should carry it gently and share it with others who need my love today. Gossips. Save these words as a reminder of who you are in me and return to them whenever your spirit needs strengthening. My heart is with you always. So there you go. Another beautiful message from Christ. Thanks for watching.